We're outside today, barbecue vibes. But you know I gotta give you the player ratings for Man United v AC Milan. Hans was in goal. We had Mazraoui right back, Maguire, Aiden Heaven centre back. We had Luke Shaw left back. In the double pivot, we had Tielemans and we had Andre Santos. In the cam, we had Bruno. Right wing, we had Ahmad. Left wing, we had Dorgu. Up front, we had Cunha. So that's how we started the game. Le Mans was the man of the match for me, and that kind of gives you a gist as to how the game went. I gave him a 7, two or three good saves, 2 or 3 very good saves, should I say, and decent distribution. Mazraoui, I gave him a 4. Mistake which led to a goal. I think it was the first goal his mistake led to, and just had no. He was, apart from that, he was decent defensively, but he had no attacking input, like literally no attacking input, and we need more from our fullbacks. Definitely need more from our fullbacks. Maguire, I gave him a 5. He opened the scoring with a header from Bruno's corner, but clumsy defending from him led to the first goal. You know what I mean? Obviously, it was Mazraoui's original mistake, but clumsy defending from Maguire. He basically took out Andre Santos, and that led to the first goal. In the second half, a couple of the goals were crosses into the box where a player's run off of Maguire a lot, or he's lost his man. Do you know what I mean? So I gave him a 5. Aiden Heaven, disappointed with him today. I gave him a 4. Poor distribution, which is basically one of his major assets to his game. Poor distribution today. I think he forced it at times. So, you know, he's young, he's got to work on his decision making, but he definitely forced it at times when it didn't need to be forced. Shaw, I gave Shaw a 4.5. Shaw created a couple chances with some good passes over the top to runners. He definitely should have had an assist today, to tell you the truth. But defensively, the winger playing on his side, so AC Milan's right winger, ended the game with a goal and 2 assists. So when something like that happens, I can only give you so much. Do you know what I mean? So I gave him a 4.5. Tielemans, I gave Tielemans a 5. Kept getting caught in possession. Looked leggy as well. So I gave him a 5 out of 10. Disappointing from him today. Andre Santos, I gave him a 6.5. He got stuck in throughout, to tell you the truth. Defensively, very good. I think apart from Le Mans, he would have been my man in the match. So defensively, he was very good. He covered very well, covered the spaces. And he stopped transitions. He stopped the counter-attack a lot of times for AC Milan. So I gave him a 6.5. Ahmad, I gave Ahmad a 6. He was sharp, threatening, made good runs, and he pressed well. That was probably the main part of his game. We know that from Ahmad, that he presses very well, and that is a big asset going into the season. Bruno, I gave him a 5.5. Although he got an assist, he missed a penalty, and in general, his end product was pretty poor at times. There was a couple of times when Ahmad was through on goal, he just needed that right way to pass, which didn't come. So yeah, he's finding his way. It was his first 90 minutes, so it's good to get the minutes under his belt. But in general, yeah, he got caught on the ball too many times for me. Dorgu, I gave him a 6. Direct, willing runner. He gives good balance over on that left side, because where Ahmad likes to come in sometimes and do the jinky stuff, other players do the little intricate stuff. You need that kind of direct, willing runner on one of the flanks at least, especially when we don't have virtually no input from our fullbacks in terms of our attack. Like Mazraoui and Luke Shaw, they're not going to overlap, they're not going to underlap. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, we needed Dorgu for his balance. And also he got a goal. He scored a goal as well with his weaker foot, so I gave him a 6. Cunha, I gave him a 5. He worked hard, he pressed well. His pressing led to the penalty where Tielemans ended up nicking the ball and getting a slight little clip on the heel, and Bruno ended up missing the penalty. So Cunha worked well. Like, again, he got minutes under his belt, but he didn't look sharp at all. He didn't look ready, and just didn't affect the game generally going forward. Now, substitutions. So Mbumo came on for Cunha up front. Maino came on for Andre Santos. Rashi came on for Dorgu. Martinez came on for Aiden Heaven. Lacey came on for Ahmad. And Dalot came on for Mazraoui. So in the second half, we ended the game with Le Mans, Dalot, Maguire, Martinez, Shaw. Then we had in the double pivot Tielemans and Maino. In the cam, we had Bruno. Left wing, we had Rashford. Right wing, we had Shea Lacey. And up front, we had Mbumo. So I'll quickly go through the substitute squads. I gave Mbumo a 4.5. He was busy, good movement. Maino, I gave him a 4. Nothing really came off for him. He played on the same line as well as Tielemans for most of the half, which I didn't like. Like, you've got a double pivot. You need to kind of play. One of you have got to play on a different line to the other. Do you know what I mean? If one of you is dropping deep for the ball to feet, the other's got to kind of create space in between the lines. Just even if you don't receive the ball, just to drag defending players away from the ball. Do you know what I mean? So he played on the same line as Tielemans, which I didn't like. Rashi, I gave Rashi a 4. He was poor. He was through and goal at one point from a brilliant pass from Martinez. Poor first touch, ended in nothing. And off the ball, he was just... You've come on for the last... What did he come on for the last 20 minutes maximum? You should be full of energy, full of legs. Off the ball, there should be no excuse for the performative pressing that he's doing, the performative defending that he's doing. There's no substance to it. Do you know what I mean? So you need to see more from Rashford. Martinez, I gave him a 4.5. He created that chance for Rashi, yes, but he got caught out a couple of times. He got caught out with a 1-2 at least, which led to a goal. Then he got caught out with a cross. He was underneath a cross. The player should have scored. Free header, basically a free header, should have scored, and Le Mans saved it. So I gave him a 4.5. Lacey, I gave him a 4. He needs to vary his game a little bit. I think people are aware of Lacey now. I think opponents are aware of Lacey. So defenders that he's going up against, they know that he wants to jink and come inside on his left foot. So he needs to show some variety to his game. Start going down the line more. But to be fair, he wasn't helped by Dalot. So moving on to Dalot, who was at right back, I gave him a 4 as well. He overdoes it. Needs to make better decisions. He overdoes it at times. There was a time when he was running through on goal. We pressed well, we nicked it. He's running through on goal. There's 2 defenders going towards him. Rashi's to the left of him. Clear opportunity to score. He decided to take a shot with his left foot. Now, I'm saying, even if those defenders weren't there, I don't want to see Dalot taking a shot with his left foot. You don't even score with your right foot. So what makes you think you're going to score with your left foot from the edge of the penalty area? Just shift it. Give it to Rashford and let him have a strike on goal. And he lost his man at the back post, which led to a goal. Also, there's times when Shea Lacey is showing for the ball feet down the line. Now, if you're a creative fullback, then I understand, cool. You're going to try a more intricate pass sometimes. You're going to try and break lines with your passing sometimes. If not, just give it to Shea Lacey. If he's showing feet, he's free, he's there to receive the ball, just give it to him. And then just make a run beyond. Just give him an option. Do you know what I mean? Don't try and do too much. So yeah, that's my player ratings. Like I said, man of the match was Le Mans. Yeah, I think him and Andre Santos was the best players on the pitch. Disappointed wise probably be Rashford. I was disappointed with Rashford, to be honest. Last 20 minutes, he had opportunities and then off the ball, pretty poor. Who else was I disappointed by? Tielemans. I was disappointed by Tielemans. Definitely disappointed by Tielemans. He looked a little bit leggy in there, kept getting caught on the ball. And Aiden Heaven, but Aiden Heaven, you know, he's young, he's learning. This will be a learning curve for him to kind of make better decisions and not to force it all the time. You know, I'm the first person to praise him when he's pinging them passes in, breaking lines with them passes. So I have to also be balanced and give criticism when criticism is due. But yeah, overall, you know, it's another 90 minutes for Bruno, it's a 90 minutes for Maguire, it's a 90 minutes for Le Mans. Do you know what I mean? 90 minutes for Tielemans. So it's keeping players ticking over, ready for the season. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments, man. Love.